What's going on, guys? I'm Octane of the LA Thieves, and welcome back to another episode of the CDL's Loadout Guides powered by SCUF. Today, we're going to be going through my controller and my in-game settings to help you guys get a leg up on the competition in Call of Duty Vanguard. Alrighty, guys, I play with a PS4 SCUF controller, and it only has one paddle on the back. That is contrary to a lot of people. Some people play with 4. Most people play with 2. I actually only play with 1, and it is to jump. I have kind of abnormally large hands. So when I play the game, it felt really uncomfortable to have both paddles and my fingers resting on both. So I kind of just defaulted to having the one paddle on the back. And then I also use the military grip. You know, my hands do get kind of sweaty. So it helps out just a little bit there. And then I also use default PS4 sticks. It's just a comfortability thing. I've been using them for as long as I can remember. So I think if you guys find something or find a sweet spot for your controller settings, you should probably stick to it. And that's just one for me. So the reason for my PS4 controller as opposed to a PS5 or another layout is because, like I said, I have bigger hands. So the PS4 controller is a little bit smaller than most models. So it helps for, you know, just general feeling of when it rests in my hands while I'm playing. Alrighty, guys, now for probably the most important part of the video, my in-game class setup. I use the Automaton as an AR player, and a couple of the attachments that you really want to gravitate towards involve strafe speed and accuracy at distance, as well as aim down sight speed. So my class is a combination of those 3 things. We're going to start out with compensator. It's all about the reduced recoil. So when you're trying to shoot at a distance, which, you know, AR players love to do, that's number 1, just recoil reduction in general. Great thing to have. Alrighty, and for the barrel, we have the Anastasia sniper. It is all about distance and accuracy. It extends bullet velocity as well, so your bullets connect just a little bit better when you get to those distance fights, like on a Berlin or a Gavatu. And then moving into the Zach skeletal stock and the red dot. Red dot is just, you know, personal preference for everyone there. The Zach skeletal stock is all about strafe speed. It gives you a huge bonus to when you're aim down sight, being able to be a little bit more mobile and not as much stuck in the mud as you would be without it. Alrighty, guys, next up we have more recoil reduction attachments in hand stop, tight grip, and fabric. All 3 of these things reduce recoil and increase aim down sight speed. Like I said at the beginning of the breakdown, it's all about getting as much hybrid as you can get with strafe speed, aim down sight speed, and accuracy. So the combination of these 3 attachments is going to be your go-to. I really don't think there's another variation that could really level what we have here. And then for the actual ammo, we have FMJ. You know, there's a lot of breakable walls in Vanguard, so you got to be able to shoot through them. Alrighty, and now moving into the secondary for the class, we have the Rat pistol. Now, granted, this is the only pistol that we're allowed to use as pro players, but it happens to be one of the best in the game, so it's a happy situation there. Number 1, we have the Strife compensator for recoil reduction, same as my auto class, as you guys remember. Next up, we have Heavy Trigger because it's the only attachment in the game that doesn't have an increased fire rate, which we're not allowed to use because some people would be running rampant with the pistol, myself included, I would like to think. The ammo is lengthened, which allows you to shoot just a little bit further with bullet velocity, stuff like that. We have fabric grip for aim down sight speed because when you have a pistol out, you're going to be close quarters unless you're just the best player in the game and enjoy challenging long range fights with the pistol. You want to be able to aim down sight relatively quickly. And then we have quick for the move speed. A lot of the time, pro players will run with their pistols out for increased sprint speed so you can get to cuts a little bit faster, and that rounds out the whole class. Alrighty, guys, once again, this has been Octane from the LA Thieves. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Thank you to SCUF for the controller, and make sure you guys check out all of the other loadouts from the other pro players across the league. I'm sure you guys could pick up a thing or two from all of them, and who knows, might see you in ranked.